Okay, so now that we're going to connect that emotion with their passion, we're going to kind of pick a subject and dive into the sources to just kind of get a better idea of our niche and save some ideas and make an idea cluster. So the idea cluster, the benefit of making an idea cluster is when you're on the internet, information is endless. It's confusing, it overwhelms your brain. And taking a bunch of ideas that you think will do well while you're doing this process, saving them all in a folder, coming back later, you just kind of have this collage of top designs that you can sort through one more time. So by the time you do get to launching the top designs that you pick out, you've sorted through it several times and you're going to find a lot more successful designs that way. So let's just go through a couple of these sources and I'll show you kind of what I do, and I'll kind of not tape while I'm finding a lot of these, but I'll show you the folder as we get going. I'm probably not going to do 30 or 50. Maybe I will. Okay, so here we are at Pinterest.com, and this is one of my favorite and main sources. It really gives you a lot of ideas, and there's a lot of different kinds of content that it provides, and you can figure out what your niche is thinking a lot easier. So what I like to do is just come in here and I just search different phrases. Here is I'm wanting to get into the fitness niche. Try that out. I really think doing a necklace for that would work very well, just exactly similar to my mantra necklace. So I've been searching these terms. So I did fitness inspirational quote. I actually then found Fitspiration. I've never heard of that before. I think there might have been mom there, because you can see when you search something, it'll give you suggestions. I guess not right here. Hang on a sec. There you go. I guess if you have a few less keywords. So it'll give you suggestions here to build off of that are related to it, so you can kind of niche down, if you will. So I started fitness, and I ended up on running mom. I don't know where they all went. Yeah. So we'll just do running mom and cut to the chase. Okay, so here we have running mom, just whatever is on Pinterest for running mom. But I just like to start out simple, look through here. Usually I find an idea right off the bat. But we're looking to connect that personal emotion to their passion, which is running and being a mom in this case. And those are two pretty passionate things, if you ask me. Weird. Okay, so then you start adding stuff in. Running mom necklace, pendant, and I do have this tool called Pin Search, so I can actually kind of sort through the top stuff and just give it a moment to do its magic. Okay. So it sorts the pins by, how many likes or repins you choose, whatever. And so you can kind of see the the pins with a lot of engagement. You can kind of see comments and suggestions and reviews and all this kind of stuff about this. So I don't see much about running mom right now. Hang on. So I would save that one just really quick. I think that's probably overused, but let's see. So see, I've been saving a bunch of ideas. I've taped this a couple other times, so they didn't make it, but the ideas did. So I'm slowly getting my idea cluster built up for you. But that's about all I do is I come through here and I'm just going to save some strong phrases. 13:1. I guess that's a distance. Not really a mom thing, but just in case. Once you get it in the folder, you might see it next to a mom something, and it'll say, hey, well, and you'll think I can do this. So just get a bunch of good ideas in there. They don't have to be amazing, but let's see. But you kind of get the idea on Pinterest. Stronger Than Yesterday is probably necklace quality, but let's just kind of stick it in there like I said, and we'll see where we end up. But I'm going to go to another idea source. This was kind of what I just build off. One thing takes you to another, and it will run its course for you as long as you just get in here and do it on a consistent basis. But here's Mom Runner in Google. Let's do Mom Runner quotes. And we're looking for something they'd like to say to themselves that's inspiring and will make the design connect with their passion. Take some time when you're in here. You know, it's not a, you know, you might find a good idea right off the bat and make $1 million, but most of the time, you know, you have to do this several times before you hit your first million. So really get in here, learn the language. Organic Runner Mom, that's just a great idea. That's niche down. So they're organic, they run, and they got kids. They're you can see how that's 3 layers. And you'll notice that I don't go and look at everybody else's stuff that often, as far as like other Gear Bubble campaigns, other Teespring campaigns, except just to kind of figure out initially what is selling and or what's out there and the engagement on it, and then I can kind of go out and you know, get something original. Anyway, I'll let this catch up, and I'm gonna go and look for some more in Pinterest, and I'm gonna kind of pile some ideas up, and then I'm going to go ahead and sort through and pick out some designs to send to the designer. Okay, so I got some more ideas. 41 about some of this stuff is saved just to combine with others. But so the best ones, well, let me tell you why I kind of picked some of these. So this would be like the the basic quote. I thought that was a good idea. After looking through, if you ever feel like giving up, see, I remember I had this one saved, and that's definitely going to be a design. Because thought about quitting, then I noticed who was watching, talking about, the child, of course. And you could do that. Thought about quitting, then I noticed who was watching on a pendant, and whatever center graphic you chose. It could be a dumbbell, yoga person, runner, whatever. Whatever people go through that they have to push through not quitting. You could scale that out and test and probably find several profitable campaigns just by doing that. And so think about quitting, then I noticed who was watching. I'm going to research some of this 13.1 and what was that other stuff, like 140.6. XC is cross country. Chicago, Boston. You could target the different marathons, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'll send that one to him. Keep running the race that is set before you with endurance. So anything that's running, and instead of the heart, I would put 13.1, 26.2. Mom runner. Organic runner mom. Probably wouldn't put that. But you get the idea. And I really didn't know any of this an hour ago. And I learned all that outside of Audience Insights. It was and without really looking at other print-on-demand campaigns. So I'm going to take this one and test it out, this one and test it out. And this kind of looks like my other one for my main yoga niche that I work in. So I'm going to try that one as well. I actually just passed by that, never seen it before. Take an opportunity when you can. So we're going to do the research all these 13.1, 26.2, 5K, 10K. Yep, see, so that's not a design, but it's definitely an idea to give me 4 designs out of 1 and change my targeting. I don't know how I would target those just yet, but it's a possibility I could find a winner out of those 4 and then just connect it to a Gear Bubble store or something so they could find the 10K if they didn't want the 5K, or the 13.1 if they didn't want 26.2, whatever. And I just selected everything. These were, I thought maybe I could, sometimes I see stuff that aren't even relative to what I'm looking for, and I'll be like, I'll save that. Maybe it's a niche I can get into later. And now I got the picture to remind me. So I will just move these all into a new folder. Okay, so then I would go in here and I'll show you a real quick, easy way just to kind of put your design together right here and then send it right over to a designer. So I liked this quote, thought about quitting. Then I noticed who was watching. Let's see. So Jing.com is just, or Jing is a software that, screenshots. You can record movies, but you can just take a screenshot and leave a blank space here. And then I can kind of write the details here for the designer. Okay, so I would just tell the designer what I wanted him to do with this, and there's several ideas. So this says mother motivation. Okay, so that was a lot of typing, and I chicken pecked, so I went ahead and got that done. But I would just tell him mother motivation pendant, so he knows now it's going to be about mothers. Use text phrase in a round pendant around a center graphic. I would like the center graphic to represent the action the mother needs to push through fitness. Running, lifting, yoga, dumbbells, and then we can also use 13, 1, 26, 2, 5K, 10K. We're connecting the emotion. I'm just trying to paint the picture there for him. My designer's cool with that, and yours might too. So I would send that over to him, and he would then make up some mock-ups or some first versions for us to look at. So that's one idea. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got several designs there. Just save that. And I would also send this one to him and do the exact same thing and test out that quote with the different center graphics. Okay, so I'm going to write out this description, and then we're going to move on over to getting the design made with the designer. I'll see you in the next section.